Alrighty, let's start. Welcome to the weekly broadcast now. Okay, so we're going to talk about just market conditions, probabilities. Looks like we're headed lower at the moment here, and then we're gonna feature Roku and talk about that one. And that one took a major hit today too. So with that, okay, I'm going to turn it over to Steve here.
Okay, hopefully this goes better than we did last week. I've been having a lot of internet things, and I worked on it like crazy the other day, and I'm hoping everything works. So we've got this is actually a really nice thing to watch here. We've got the ES that's gone down quite a bit. This morning when we were posting on it, I posted it looks like it needs to go down to about 75, although I was not expecting that for today. But you never know. We really hit high. So we look at this. Let me put this on a little bit longer time frame. Let me get a 30-minute on here. That should be enough. Okay. All right, so we've got all this going on here. We've been up here, we've been up here. If you look at it, we're really not down that much today. We're down 14 handles, which is nothing for the ES to move back and forth. We've had all these different targets, these different things going on. Let me move this. What happened here, or what we've been watching for, if I can get this to draw over far enough. All right, notice this part here. We talk about we talk about the moves and so forth. I'm going to erase this. I'm going to have to put this on an hourly, I guess, to get enough over there. Okay, we have this high here, and we have a high here. This one came down, retested this, came down. Now this is our spot we want to look at as far as a high is concerned and what happened. So let me erase a couple of these. These are these areas. This is the one that I drew that I fully expected to be hit in this area. This is at 94. It went certainly above that up to, let's see. This we marked the target the other day.
And Steve, that's a butterfly pattern you have there, right?
This one's a Selgartley, but
okay.
It's gone up into a little higher one. But what we're looking at is this high. If I can get this over here. Okay, this is the high we had. So let me take let's see. I hate to remove that for a moment. Let me take and do a retracement here of this high down to this low. All right, we see we're above the 786. What we look for is the 886 and turn. So I am going to edit this. One thing that always needs to happen is whenever we have a higher low, anything significant, 99% of the time it's going to retest. And Al did a beautiful job today keeping everybody out of a trade by not getting into it too fast. And it may be worth getting into now. Oh, let me look real quick. We might be, okay, we're right here. Yeah, we're just now hitting, okay, this is a possible long. Where are we at? 86. Okay, we're not ready yet, but we could look at this. We're going to keep an eye on this. Let me go back to where we were. Okay, I have redrawn this. I don't know where I left you off at, but I put in an 886 here. This is an 886 retracement.
And that's a fib level, right?
That's what?
That's a fib level, right?
Yes,
Steve?
it is. Okay. It's a major fib level, and it's where the retracements almost always go back up to. So we had our high, our second high that was retraced. This also was an 886 of it. We go down, we go up. I redrew this to show here because now we're in a pattern going down, and we've got to see what we're dealing with. So all we do here, let me move this drawing. Let me move this drawing. We already did that one. All right, so we've got these lines in here. Remove that. Okay, so we take simply a Fibonacci number from this C leg, go up to here, and we expect to get to our 293%, our 382, and our 50, and our 618. These are our targets. That looks like a horrendous move down here, but it's a very healthy move because we've been up, up, up. We're almost down to this one. This is why I said 75-ish, because it goes down to 23%. Will it go there? We don't know. There's no way of knowing for sure. But we had a nice move down. I don't know if you caught that earlier, but this was actually the sell yesterday. This 303. This was the sell level. It would be nice to see it come back up to it, which could easily do, and retrace, even retest this. So that's not anything that would be overly hard to do or overly difficult to do, but we could certainly do it. So now we've got to figure out where we're going to. Let's go on a smaller time scale and see what took place earlier.
Yeah, and at the moment right now, we hit a low of 29.8375 on the ES, and it doesn't look like it's finished yet. At least we're in the testing process now for the bottom.
Yeah, let me look at my other computer real quick and see that, because we're looking.
So it's really not safe yet to put on a 0 DTE trade at this point.
But okay, let me put this up here real quick, because I can show you something that may help a little bit. 30 days. Okay, we're going to watch for this right now, because here's a very interesting thing we've got. We may have hit a bottom, and I'll tell you why. That doesn't mean we have. It means we may have, and it's something worth looking at. I apologize for that. Okay, notice this 3 drive to pattern. 1, 2, 3, very symmetrical.
Yep.
All right. This up here, we really need to go above this 88, but this level right here, this 86.69, if the 83.75 holds, and let me open up this a little bit, this is a perfect example of a possible bottom. Let me remove this line. Let me put a line in there, and it can take it out. But here's what we look for. All right, we've gone back up below this last spot it went below. We've gone above it. This was at 87. We've gone back below it. Now our buy is 86.50. Let me pull up. I'm going to pull up another. Let me pull up on my other computer real quick. Okay, if that goes back above 86.50, which I'm going to put a buy order right there. All right, if it goes above it, we need to have our stop 3 ticks below this. That's a pretty wide stop on us, but this has been a big move. Let's look and check our ABCD move down. This was our open. We're looking very symmetrical, and hopefully this will do what it's supposed to do, because this is a very nice pattern. That should be a 786. Okay, perfect. If this 786 holds, that's very bullish. If it does not, we're going down to here, and we're going down to here. So the 75, 78 area is very, very real. But let's look at, we're getting some bounces on a couple of things here. Okay, what we do is we look for symmetry, which we've got that here, these 3 moves. 3 moves down is our 3 moves up, is a reversal pattern by itself. Not necessarily that it's great, but it starts telling us, okay, something could happen here. We wait for this to move back up above the last low we had, and then back below it to somewhere. And then if it goes up without taking this low out, this is a potential buy, 86.50. And you have to risk at least below 3 ticks. You have to risk it. Your 83 or 82.75 would be your stop. Okay, is there anybody that does not understand what I'm talking about? I know I talk fast. I know we got a long in here, but I'm starting to see bounces on a few things. Okay. Am I still
What did you say that level was again, Steve? I'm sorry.
Okay, to buy is 86.50.
Gotcha.
That's this pivot here. We have 1, 2, 3 pivots. Let's look at our what we've got here. Okay, here's our low. Last week we talked a little bit about our divergence. Let me show you the divergence on here. And I actually have a video of this recorded quite a while back on the SPY.
Yeah, and if you look at the last pivot there, right, that you're pointing to right now.
Yep.
And then the buy for that pivot happened already, and it went up quite a bit actually. If you look at it.
Yes, it did.
Okay.
And in fact, if you look at this, and this occurs quite regularly. Like I said, I've got a SPY one.
And what you're saying right now is basically, if we hit that 86.5, it's another reoccurrence of that type of trade.
Yes.
Okay.
Because here we have the lower RSI, here we have the higher one. You can see the divergence here.
Yep.
Now, since this one was taken out, we're going to look at this. This really is our buy, to be quite honest about it. But this is our preemptive buy. So if we take this, okay, so it's pretty close. It may go back down some. This may do it. We've got a lower RSI here, but this one, let me remove this line. And we still have a good divergence, even though we went down considerably more. Okay, this is retesting. This is actually good. If it'll come down here, and we want to look at our 88.6. That's the area that helps us a little bit. If you're really brave, you can get in on that. Let's see. Which I'll do that sometimes on a market like this. Okay, I just got stopped out of Roku. I don't like that, but that's what happened. Okay, so we're at the 786 right now. Right there's a 786. Let me change this one to the 886. All right, this is your 886 right here. This is where we want to get it to hit and bounce. If it doesn't, it's gonna go down more. And I'm taking my trade off that I put in there a while ago because it's still valid, but okay. Oh man, look at this. This is great. Okay, so we get above 85. Yeah, 86.50 is still, it's a long ways up, but that bounce is fantastic. We got 83.75. We hit that bounce. Let's just see what we do.
I think we're taking out the low here.
We probably will.
Yeah, looks like
it. But if not, we've got a pretty nice move. But notice the divergence we have right here, though. We've got a divergence going on here. Yeah. And if it goes below this now becomes our buy, 83.75. Okay, we're hitting our 127 down here. We hit our 100. Watch this 80. We'll say 84. 84 is a buy.
Yeah, and that 75.70 trade, we're sitting at 60 cents at this point right now.
Oh yeah, but it may still be a good trade.
Too close for me, buddy.
Oh, I know. I agree with you. I'm not interested in that one.
We're only what is it? 8 handles away.
Yeah, not something we want to see happen there. No. All right, so watch it. This is just absolutely a perfect example to watch. Here we have the divergence now from this one. Let me put my line in here. We do this so we don't have guesswork. It doesn't mean that there's not a lot of liability going on here. A lot of problems could go on. But we want to watch this move. Down into this 100, we would expect some type of a move. 82.50 is our low right now. This is a really, really nice example to watch. All right, this market's definitely down into our movement. Okay, we're taking this out. We have not taken out the previous one. So this could be the third move down. But anyway, you just see this. This is what we're looking for when we see a move like this. This one's still going down. This is going down some more.
So what are the probabilities here, Steve, at this point, now that we broke some levels here going down?
Well, right here is where we expect to have a good reversal. If we get to this between the 127, 141, that's our big move. Almost, if you go back and look from the opening to the higher low, you're going to see at this 127, which here's our high, here's our pivot, this is a really 94 is a drastic resistance level. Anywhere down into this 127 level, we're going to watch that. Let's see if this will happen pretty quick. We've got now, okay, this is good. We're dropping below this line here. That means we're setting up for reversal. What we want to see is this is going to go up just a little bit, or should go up, not a whole lot, just go up a little bit. Let me remove this line. Move drawing. Okay, notice it's going up a little bit. We want to see it go up Then we want to see it come down below that into this area, and this would be our buy, this 80.
I think we're going to have, come back here another day. Sorry about that, guys. So just kind of recap here. We were looking at getting into 0 DTE. The premiums were really, really small in terms of the call credit spread. So I was looking at a put credit spread and really was tempted to put it on earlier this morning when the market started going back up again, but we hadn't tested a bottom. And so because we didn't test that bottom, I waited, and sure enough, we blew through it and blew through some other levels now, and we're down to below now 29.80, and probably going down a bit more here. So in any case, looking at these levels and these pivots that Steve is pretty much an expert in, kept us out of a trade today that probably would have gone south. It would have gone bad. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but we will be back on same time next week, and we will have this thing fixed, hopefully.